This is a dream.
Hi, welcome to Moments with Meaning. And today we're going to discuss a special request to expand upon the law of one and the world as you pushed out. I'm a big picture person. I'm a teacher. I teach you how to fish. And in order to do that, you really have to see the big picture. So, let's step back a little bit and look at it. Consciousness is one. There's only one. Consciousness has two parts, consciousness and divine love. In order to be conscious, you have to have love. And in order to love something, you have to have an object, something to love. So consciousness created light. It created the moon. It created the earth. It created the solar systems in the universe. It created all this stuff. And it created a man. And it created all these things for the man. And the man was no different than the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees. He was aware. Just like a mustard seed has faith, it will be a mustard plant. It's going to be the best mustard plant ever. And it's going to make the most mustard seeds. And it's going to have billions of babies. And that's its purpose. To be the best mustard plant it can be. And a little seed has the faith that it will be that. And it is when you plant it. Okay, so there was a man. And this man's job, his purpose, was to name things. To name it. Name it. So he did. That's birds. Those are trees. That's a platypus. Named it. And we go around, making babies, eating, having everything we wanted, and naming stuff. Okay, we were the word come to life. And that's what that meant. That is man. Man is the word come to life. Consciousness and imagination made man, entered into him? No, made him out of consciousness, just like everything else. Okay, he was not aware of being. His purpose was to eat, drink, make babies, and name things. And that's what he did. And it so delighted the mother, father, consciousness and divine love, that they said, we want to make a baby with you. And the man said, yes, of course, I love you. Okay, you lay down here on this golden couch. Okay, and they entered into the man. The man is dreaming. He's asleep on this golden couch. And when consciousness entered into man, the two parts of consciousness split in man. And the subconscious is where the life principle and divine love and everything that ever was or ever will be. And in techie terms, it's like partitioning a hard drive. That's what happened. Your mind was a blank hard drive. Consciousness entered into it. Part of it got partitioned off, and everything and everyone and the one that makes it all come to life sits there. The operating system, the life principle, okay, divine love. And then a blank hard drive, blank consciousness. And you're told, go fill it up. So you do. Now, the important thing to understand here is you are a thought or a belief. This one man is dreaming. That's how you got made. And you're copying him. Okay? And you're thinking things and thoughts and beliefs. and you're creating them, and you were made to fight these beliefs and break out of this. And the more of us that do that, then the one man is doing it. And when all of us start resonating the same way, providing the same frequency and vibration, he wakes up. Okay? And we do that individually. You have to control your world. Now, before the internet, the world, while you might have been aware of this or that, you allowed others to shape what you believed about it. You know, they told you what they believed, and you picked it up. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, you know, this is yellow journalism. You know, William Randolph Hearst started the Spanish-American War with a crazy story. It's a lie. Off we ran to go get him in Cuba. You know, the same thing as George Bush saying weapons of mass destruction. It's the same thing. It's been going on forever. This is not something new. Okay? It's been going on forever, dressed up in different ways, telling it in different ways. The idea is to recognize the pattern. Okay? And in order to do that, you have to step back and look at the big picture. This man is asleep dreaming the dream of you. Okay? You break out of your belief and you start getting everybody else to resonate with divine love. Okay? We all love each other. We all know who we are. I know who I am. I know who you are. You know, I'm looking beyond the mask into the eyes. I say, bless your heart. I say, namaste. I am honoring the being within. Okay, this is a vessel. This is a role. We're really the one man. Okay, and the more we help him wake up, you know, we're all building a place for all of us, and it's his mind. Okay, it's him, and you are him, and he is you. Two of you are dancing together, fighting these beliefs. And the one who made him consciousness, which is consciousness and divine love, the two are one, there's only one, okay, is not only inside this man, it is inside every atom inside this man. It is every photon in the world. It's in everything. You know, it's what Jackie Chan says. Kung Fu is in everything. It's in everything. The Fibonacci sequence is in everything. Pi is in everything. It's in everything. Okay? There's only one. Now, others in your life, you're watching this. You wanted a teacher. You wanted somebody who was going to explain this to you. Hey, you're so cute. You called me. You are aware of teachers. I was made for you, okay? And you were made for me because I'm here to teach. So I need students, you know, people who want to all come together and resonate. And everybody does, but they see life objectively. So any psychologist, any psychiatrist, any psychology book, 101, if you took it in college, then you know dreams are subjective. This is a dream. The one is dreaming the dream of you. Of you. You. Okay? He's dreaming the dream of you. You're in a dream. It is subjective. if you look at the objective side of life and believe what they tell you, then you're having nightmares. And that ain't cool. Look.
Don't get too close. Why? Because this is a nightmare. Look out, they're coming through! Upside down! Run, 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 run! Run!
And you are Cartman, and you are Caesar, and you are also his mom. And you have to decide how you want to see them. One of the reasons we love Cartman is because he's pretty freaking confident, and he usually really gets everything he wants. Everybody follows him. Very few defy him. And when they do, it doesn't make his life very happy. But that's, who we are. They will follow you. They have to follow you. They are you in another costume.
What are the problems you're having with the child?
Well, he's just out of control. I mean, he never listens to me, and he pretty much runs my life.
So the child needs to learn that he's not the most important person in the house.
You can stop talking behind my back. I'm right here, fruitcake.
See, I'm not looking at the child. I'm not acknowledging the child. I'm just letting the child know I'm not interested in him.
Not interested in me.
See, the child thinks your world revolves around him because it does. Because everything he does gets a response from you.
Yeah, well, I don't see why... Hey!
Don't look at the child. Just keep looking at me. Let him know we are having a conversation.
Ma'am, this guy doesn't... Quit it!
What is that you're doing?
Dogs show their dominance by nipping each other on the neck, but it works equally well in the child. I just use 2 fingers, nip at the child's neck. Doesn't hurt the child. Just let him know I am dominant.
Look, Mexican, if you really think that you can... Knock it off!
See, I'm not validating his bad behavior with either negative or positive response.
Oh, that's
Okay?
very interesting.
And it's up to you to be the Caesar Milan to your little child, your little Cartman. Okay, that's your human imagination that's been running wild. Okay, and it's up to you to that's what the strong mental diet is. No, I'm not going to believe that. No, I didn't think that. I thought, and you just keep, no, stop it, no, and that's what you're doing. That's why, you're not, when you think about a dog, it's unconditional love. You're not harming the dog by disciplining the dog and having them be the way you want them to be. You're making it so they can be a happy dog. It's the same thing. In order for the world and everyone else to be happy, you have to train that beast. That little human being who's been running around going, and thinking of all kinds of monstrous stories. The Klaymen, the plastic island. Huh? You don't know. Okay, no. So when you see the fires in Australia, and you see the riots in Hong Kong, and you see these things happening, it's because now we're aware of the entire world. And when you rip out a belief, it ripples around the world. And what happens? Conflict, so that those who do turn in. And those who don't, go away. Okay? They go away. So, it's funny how we scare ourselves, the stories we tell ourselves, but the very basis of everything, computing, algorithms, everything, is the same thing. I got locked out of Facebook, but I had a great desire to be in Facebook. That's where I connect with my family, and we post our pictures and garden stuff. I have kids spread out. So I imagined I was back in, and even though they said it would take a week, the next day I was back in. I've Twitter has now locked me out because they want my phone number. And that's their world. And I agreed to join in, but I don't believe like they do. And so it was bound to come up. And I really don't have the desire. I really don't give a caca. It's not that important to me. You know, it was fun when it was, you know, the Sci-Fi Channel playing the shark movies and everybody could get on there and say crazy things about the sharks and stuff. We're all watching it together. That was cool. Okay, that was cool. That's what drew me to Twitter, and I really liked that. But it's really, you know, just gonna follow what Jack Dorsey does, because and I don't care. I just don't care that much about it. You know, I really don't. So there's other places I care about that you know, if I was locked out, then I could get myself, you know, back in. But I have discovered that I'm never locked out. That I thought this, and this is what happened. So, you know, I was already thinking that Twitter has, you know, I have like 6,500 followers there, and maybe 5 actually interact with me. Huh? So it was kind of like time to move on. So yeah, I take it that way. But it's all in what you believe. If I had the true desire, I could do the same thing I did with Facebook. It's, you know, but I don't. And those are the things you go in and look at. The things that are bothering you. It doesn't bother me about Twitter. I don't care. Okay. Something else? Well, okay, you know, I have to see them as better, and I love them, and what have I been thinking about them? And that's why it's a lifetime of beliefs. You'll have these little boogeymen jump up that you've accepted as true, and it's laying back there. And as you change and believe that we're all one, these little boogeymen will come up and say, but you believe this, but you're afraid of this. And you just persist. I'm not afraid of anything. I don't think so. Nobody acts like that. You know, and I love me. I love them. I know things will all work out great for them. Things always work out great for me. They're going to always work out great for them. And you just truck forward. You just keep on trucking. You keep on trucking. So I hope this helps. It's important to realize they're not robots or tin soldiers or straw men or, you know, anyone to be treated like that. Yeah, that's judging. And that's you. We all say I am. Anything after that is a role or a label you placed upon I am. You are consciousness. You are the baby of consciousness and man. You are divine love, consciousness, the human imagination, and the human attention, the vessel. Okay, what are you going to give your attention to? Because that's your love. And God's unconditional love. He don't care what you want to give your attention to. He will give it to you. He loves you. You want supper? Here you go. Not tired of that yet? Here you go. Are you sick of it yet? Yeah. Sweetie, that's you in another costume. So now you have to get what you thought for him. I mean, how many times do you have to see this to know it? You know? I'll tell you. We've been seeing it forever, and I think people are finally really sick of it, and I think the majority are turning with them. So, you know, out of the mouth. Welcome to the rapture. Welcome to Armageddon. Welcome to whatever, and it's really not something to be scared of. It's something for you to embrace and love yourself, because that's all it boils down to, really, is loving yourself, loving life, because that's what you're here to do. You know, you were the one that named everything. Then you became aware of being. And now you're the one that expresses life. You're the producer, you're the director, you're the writer, and you're the audience and the actor. Somebody has to apply. Come on, you know? So it's important to understand. And I know it's hard to wrap your head around, but everyone is a thought or a belief that you have entertained, accepted as true. And if things are happening to you that you know you would never do, but you believe others would, and that's the crux of the biscuit. There is no good, there is no bad. But if you believe others can be bad, you're judging you. We all say I am. Keep an open mind. It's only a person, and there's two sides being presented all the time. And it's time for you to be King Solomon and err on the side of love. You know, just say, okay, I'll cut this baby in two. Give you each a half. Oh, no, she can have the baby. She can have the baby. It's okay. She can have the baby. Please let the baby live. Yeah, cut her in two. Sounds good to me. And who did Solomon give the baby to? The mother. The real mother. So just, be King Solomon, because that's the goal. Okay? Baby grows up and becomes King Solomon and knows everyone is him in another costume. So all was forgiven and forgotten. It was just a state. You had to respond that way. So I hope this helps. Blessings to you. Thank you. Thank you for being you.
Quick, Satan, do something. Try this on for size. Blood-drenched frozen tampon popsicle! Hi, buddy. I know I was mean before, but don't worry. I can change.
Oh!
Okay. Not. Fuck, shit, cock, ass, titties, burner, bitch, mug, pussy, cock, butthole, Barbara Streisand! What are you waiting for, bitch? Destroy him! Come on, you weak, stupid cumbucket, save me!
That's it! I have had enough of you!